somebody could get the lights for me back there.
Audrina, can you just turn off the light closest to the fire extinguisher? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we are actually going to be starting on our new project, Endangered Wildlife with Oil Pastels. So actually what we're going to be doing, and this is going to be really fun because you guys can choose your favorite wildlife endangered species from our approved species endangered wildlife list that I'm going to have on the board for you to reference later. So what we're going to be doing is creating these beautiful oil pastel drawings. There's a few samples, and every animal that I have on my slideshow is an animal that's approved species list. Because some of the animals that you'll see, they might be a little tricky to color, or maybe they're just not enough coloring in the animal. So these are, we have the tiger, we have these beautiful little lovebirds, we have the sea turtle. So those are just samples of some of the approved species. I'm just going to go through. I went on a website. It's called the WWF website, and I'm going to give you that link, and you can, at the end of today's class period, you can go to this website. There's an endangered species list, and you can look through that list and choose which animal that you want to be working on, that you want to draw for our project. But I have a few samples here, and we can go through them. We have the African wild dog, the black-footed ferret, cheetah, green sea turtle, a lion. We have the male and female lion, they look completely different. Macaw, monarch butterfly. Can you believe that's actually on the endangered species list? I was surprised by that. Pronghorn, red panda, seal, snow leopard, tiger, and a tree hanger. Okay, so for our project, we're going to choose an animal from the World Wildlife Fund's WWF Endangered Species List. All the animals are included on the PowerPoint that you can use. We're actually going to be working with grid drawing. How many of you have used grid drawing? Okay, well, I'm actually going to show you a little demonstration in our next class period on how to properly use grid drawing. And I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you, I'd love to have some samples, or if you want to raise your hand, let me know what your favorite wildlife animal is. Yes. Yeah, well, meerkats, okay. Red foxes, yeah.
Rhino.
A rhino, okay. Anybody else, yes?
Tyrannosaurus.
Oh, very nice.
Wait. I changed the part.
Okay.
T-Rex.
T-Rex, oh.
That is
I think he's a little more than endangered. He is extinct, which I'm really glad you brought that up. Because while we're working on this project, I want us all to be thinking about how we can be stewards to the environment. You know what a steward to the environment is?
No.
No? Well, that is, we all live on this planet, and it's all of our responsibilities to take care of the environment so we can make our world a better place. And the reason some of these animals are endangered right now is because, can anybody give me some ideas of why these animals are on the endangered species list in the first place? That's true, yes. And how are we destroying their natural habitat? endangered, vulnerable, and threatened species. Yes? Yes, exactly. So there's different levels, okay? So it could be threatened, vulnerable, and endangered. And then, like the dinosaurs, extinct. And that's very sad to think that an animal could become, species population could become extinct. So it's our job as, to protect the world that we live in. So we want to be stewards to the environment. So when you're researching these animals on the WWF website, I actually really want you to do some research and learn about these animals.
Boys,
that
shut it.
You are going to be drawing. So we are going to research. When you're done drawing, we're going to actually add on the sample here. Now this is actually for 6th grade, so we did a different project with 6th grade. But in the back here, you can see I wrote down a lot of facts about polar bear. He's an endangered species right now. So on the back of your projects, eventually you're going to be writing down, you're going to be researching 3 favorite facts about your animal. And you're going to be using grid drawing to draw the animals and oil pastels to color them in. Some of these animals are very colorful. Next slide here. And here's a sample, okay? I was working on it a little bit myself, so I wanted to show you a little bit what we're going to be working on. See here, we're going to be grid drawing, okay? So what we're going to do, you're going to go on the website, you're going to choose your favorite animal, and then I want you to do some research, choose a picture of that animal that you would like to draw. I actually chose lovebirds, okay? And what I did is a smaller picture. You see, small picture here I started with, printed it out, and I started with grid drawing, and I converted these boxes here, 1 inch by 1 inch grid boxes in order to draw. But we're going to make it a little bit larger. And in order to make it larger, we're going to do some math. We're going to turn these 1 inch grid boxes into 2 inch grid boxes. With our ruler, we're going to draw these. We're going to trace our lines over the image. And then grid drawing makes it really easy to help you draw your animal. A little sample of what I've been working on and what you guys are doing. So let's go next slide here. Now here is the website. So today we are going to get our laptops out. We're going to go to the World Wildlife Fund website. We go to the Endangered, Vulnerable, and Threatened Species list. And you're going to choose from our list of acceptable endangered species that you're going to be working with, and then you can do a little research and choose your favorite animal that you are going to be working with. And I also wanted to add that if you want, you can also use your pet. If you have your pet, if you want to do some research and find a picture online of another favorite animal that you have, that's okay too. But I think you'll really get a lot out of it. I think you really will enjoy looking at the sixth grade. We're not actually going to be drawing the polar bears because, it's all white, we want to use oil pastel, so I chose some other animals for you to work with. But here's a sample of what I did. As you can see, his habitat is being taken away. And I highlighted some interesting facts that I found really interesting that I added back to my art project. Okay. Some facts here: the polar bear's Latin name actually means sea bear, and it makes sense because they spend a lot of time in or around predominantly on the sea ice. So they have a thick layer of body fat and a water repellent coat that insulates it from cold air and water. And polar bears spend over 50% of their time hunting for food, and they really rely heavily on the sea ice. And right now, with pollution and global warming, and their habitat is being taken away. So that's why they are actually on the species. So when you're on that website, you'll see there's sections you can look at to gather your facts, your information about your animal. When you scroll down and you select your animal, you'll see a section that says why they matter, tells you why they're important for the environment, what the threats are exactly to their particular species, and what we can do to help, what WWF, what that organization is doing to help us with. Next slide. And there we go, we're all done. So how many of you are excited to work on this new project, huh? Yay! Okay, I'm excited to see what you guys are going to come up with. Yeah. Well, those are acceptable animals from the list on the website. She asked me if those were the animals that were on the PowerPoint slide, if those are the animals that you have to research. Those are the ones that are approved to use in your project from that website. If you have another animal that you want to use, you just ask me or Mrs. Stan, and we'll take a look at that animal and tell you if that's a good animal to use. And like I said, you can use favorite pet, you can use another favorite animal, but I want you to research 3 facts and do some research about that animal, learn more about it. Are there any more questions before we get started? Yeah?
And if I'm research for animal and animal on the website and doesn't fight, I research another animal, or I need to draw, or I can research for what I'm making website.
Mohammed, we can talk about that then. Let us know what you have in mind, okay?
Yeah. And I just want you guys to have fun with this and choose an animal that you really are interested